Hey mate, I'm Alex.
I'm Gaston.
Welcome to PowerMate.
This is a place to learn and share about Fabric and Power Platform. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this channel with your friends and colleagues.
So, hello everyone, welcome again. If you are closely following of all the announcement, then we can share that Copilot in Fabric just hit the milestone and now it's available worldwide. And of course, we have our Fabric mate Gaston. So, my friend, could you share with us some of those exciting news?
Yes, of course, Alex and all the Power Mates community, we are pretty excited about all of this. But let's start sharing some information around Copilot in the context of Microsoft Fabric. With all the Copilot preview, record some videos before in terms of the Microsoft Fabric brings a whole new way to improve, transform, enrich, analyze data, and shortens the time to get insights. So, couple of things that I would love to recall. First of all, there's a Copilot for the workload around data scientists and data engineers, offers all the things around code completion, automates routine tasks, and provide industry standard code templates to simplify the whole process for the data engineers and building data pipelines and crafting models and complex analytics models. The other topic is in the workload for Data Factory that provides all the Power Query mashup and code generations to transform data using just natural language, get the inputs, generate code, explain the code, and you have better tools to understand and speed up the process to understand how you can enable Power Query online in Fabric. And then one of the biggest announcement was Copilot for Power BI, which enables to automatically create reports, pages, selecting any kind of report topic, getting the prompting, and any particular topic, you can create narrative visuals and summarize your report using this kind of Gen AI tool. So one of the things that we recall from last video or couple of videos ago was the preview of Copilot is rolling out in different stages, but is available. And remember, this is available when you have a Fabric F64 capacity or Power BI Premium capacity P1 or higher. That is the only kind of constraint if you want to enable Copilot in your Fabric tenant.
Wow, that's really impressive, Gaston. I can't wait to start playing with that. But now my question is how to control it. So, could you share, your point of view or some advice on how to control Copilot and take advantage of it?
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do this. Let's head over to my machine, and I can check on some of the steps on how to enable and check Copilot from scratch. As you can see now, all the time, Fabric homepage. From the homepage, remember that in the bottom corner here, you're able to switch between workloads. Now, if you uh, define if you're going to be doing the data engineer or data scientist or data warehouse, or you are a Power BI developer wishing to start a new report. In our case, let's start with Power BI. I'm going to hit this option here. And then from Power BI, you're going to see all the artifacts around Power BI, semantic models, reports, workspace, and so on. In my case, I already have some report with AdventureWorks data. So I'm going to be starting from that. This is going to be the report that I'm going to be leveraging AdventureWorks data with my semantic model behind the scenes. And as you can see, I have 2 pages in my report. Once I open this report, couple of things that I recall for Copilot. You need to go and hit the edit option here to edit your report. And then if you have Copilot enabled, remember that in our last video, you can check that in our description, and you can go ahead and check with your Fabric admin how to enable Copilot in your tenant. But if you have that available in Copilot here, I'm gonna check this option. After I check this option, To start with Copilot, pretty straightforward. You can just hit the Get Start option here, and I suggest to start right away with this one. You can suggest content for this report, and that is my very first ask for Copilot. So Copilot is going to be reading your semantic model in your report, reading all your tables, all your relationships, and it's going to be suggesting some of the data that you can get from your report. In this case, we have sales performance, customer segmentations, inventory supply chain, employee uh, monitoring. So you can click on any of these, and Copilot is going to be going ahead and create a prompt for you to analyze that data. And just right away after the working on it message here, it's going to create a page for us. And that page is going to be showing a new report building from scratch, as you can see now, new report building from scratch with the help of Copilot. So this is exactly what Copilot is going to be look like just from scratch. And I am going to just move in a little bit here and close some windows so you can see better how this page come out of Copilot. The other thing is we might get better results if we know exactly how to prompt out of Copilot. And I'm going to just uh, copy one of my prompt commands to this description here in Copilot. And as you can see, I want to create a page to analyze the sales amount, revenue, profit margin, different products, categories, and subcategories over time and across regions. So if I am good, start prompting, I can adjust the prompting anytime. So I can go ahead and click on that prompt, and Copilot is going to be creating a new page for me to analyze exactly that, the sales of my company. Of course, if you didn't work on your semantic model, any kind of bad input as data, bad output of that data or report. So remember that you need to closely work on your semantic model before start prompting against Copilot. And here you go, another page created from scratch to do a sales analysis. And as you can see, I have some KPIs in the top to get all my sales amounts, product category, product model ID, line of business sales, average rating by name from products, and all the analysis by products and categories on one of the tables. That is one of the things that you can do with Copilot. If I would love to practice a little bit on how is to prompt, you can, and I can continue on this one, copy some of my promptings. In this case, I'm going to be creating a new page to then identify and compare the behaviors, preference, different customer segments, and so on. So I can hit on that prompt, and it's going to create again another page just from scratch to build a new report, reading all the data that I have in my semantic model. So it's going to start picking, KPIs, analyze your data, create the visuals from scratch, and show you a new report page from this Copilot prompt that I just enter in my screen. A couple of things that I would love to share with all of you. If I came back to my sales performance analysis, let's say that I don't want this visual and I want to remove this visual. I just can click and remove any visuals. I can change, of course, the shape of any visual. And what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to create a new AI visual, that is the narrative visual, that just change a little bit, how you can read your report. So I'm going to go ahead and in my canvas here, I'm going to hit this option of narrative. That's going to create a new visual. And you can see that now that narrative is enabled by Copilot. So I can hit the Copilot option here, and I can ask that I would love to summarize that data that I have in my report. What it's going to be doing right now is reading all the report itself, and from the report, is going to create from scratch a new narrative visuals. As you can see, this visual is getting all the content from your report. And even if I just, let's say that I just click in one of my product category here, I can click in the category and you can see that the visual just change because of that, because I filter the report page. And anytime I filter one of the reports by any kind of means here, you can see that the visual is dynamically changing the narrative of what we can see in that page of the report.
That's great. So one of the key point is like if you have your model created properly, you are going to work better with Copilot, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So I think I could start working with Power BI right now. Okay, I appreciate you showed that process. Until now, we have seems awesome features, but what about some of the limitations with Copilot?
Yeah, of course. That is an interesting question because Copilot is evolving all the time, as we speaking right now. But some of the things that I can recall from the limitation from Copilot itself is, first of all, you cannot tell Copilot what kind of visuals do you want in your report when you prompt on that one. Uh, Copilot cannot modify the visuals after you generate the page. But as you're able to see in the report that I created, you are able to edit the report and change anything that the Copilot create for you. Uh, Copilot cannot make that kind of layout changes. For example, if you tell Copilot, okay, I need to resize any visual or align visuals perfectly, that doesn't work for now. Uh, and Copilot cannot understand just kind of complex intent. If you're supposed to frame something like, okay, I want to generate a report to show incidents by team, incident type, owner of the incident, and do this for only 30 days, that kind of complex aspect, Copilot is not going to be able to generate those kind of visuals. But for now, one of the things that I would love to share with our PowerMates community is that you can generate the page prompting against Copilot, and then you're able to do the edit that you need on that page on Power BI.
Okay, thank you, Gaston, for enlightening us. So the EmpowerMate, that's all for today.
Stay tuned because with more in-depth insights tutorials, and we are going to be publishing more and more around this topic in our channel.
As usual, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, join us on this journey.
Together, let's unlock the full potential on Power Platform and Microsoft Fabric.
Yeah.